Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing some writing, script writing specifically. The purpose of this video is to teach you the main elements of a script. The scene, the action, the shot, the character, parenthetical, dialogue, transition, and act break. And to give you a little examples for each one. For this video we're going to be using Trelby. It's a handy free tool, and I recommend it for anybody who's just starting out writing scripts, screenplays. So let's get into it. The first thing is the scene, otherwise known as the slug line. If you hear somebody say the funny word slug line, they mean this bit of the script right here. It starts with either an interior or exterior shot, shortened to INT or EXT for interior exterior. So we're going to go with an exterior shot. Why not? And then next is where the shot's going to be. Where's the shot? Mama's bakery. Mama's bakery. And last but not least, when the time of day that it's taking place, you know? Nighttime, daytime. You can be as specific as you want, or you can just generalize. So I'm going to generalize. Noon. But if you want, you could say 3:33, 6:20, anytime. Just whatever. As specific or as general as you want to be. But if you do have something specific in mind, don't be worried about it. Just go for it, you know? Next element, the action. This is where whatever happens in the scene is put, you know? That can be a character sitting down, taking a nap, a fight scene, a car chase. Anything that happens, you put down as the action. So, my action is going to be, we see Mama. I can't spell. Of her store with a sign. Gosh, can't spell. Displaying a 2-for-1 deal on muffins. Yes. All right. We got our action down. Something to note with the action. As you introduce characters for the first time, you need to write their names in all caps, just like I did here with Mama. All caps if it's the first time you're seeing this person. And that's a name, or if it's an unnamed character, you know, man 1. That needs to be in all caps. Man 1. You know? Man 1, man 2, woman 1, a little kid. It needs to be in all caps if it's the very first time you're going to see them. From then on out, you just need to capitalize it like it's a proper name. Proper noun. Alright. So, after that, we're going to do the shot. All right. So there's a ton of shots. You can look up on Google or something, a list of all the different types of shots there are, you know, like close-up or panoramic or anything like that. There's a whole ton of them. So if you do want to look up a list and see which ones look interesting that you want to experiment with, feel free. You don't always have to include a shot anyways. But I'm going to do, just to give you an idea of how they work. So we're going to do a close-up on Mama's sign. Close up on her sign. Let the audience see the 2-for-1 deal, you know? So she doesn't have to say it. But, as you'll see in the next element, she's going to be talking. So the next element is the character. What character do we have so far? We got Mama. And so this is where you put the name of any of the characters that are going to be speaking any type of dialogue. So Mama's going to be talking. There's her name, letting the actors know if this person's about to say something. And after that, we got the parenthetical. Just like shots, you don't always have to use parentheticals. You know, it denotes how you want a specific piece of dialogue delivered. So whether you really want to get into the nitty-gritty details of dialogue delivery, or if you want to trust the actors to find their own voice for the character, it's up to you. Like I said, you don't always have to use them. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to use it. So they're going to be yelling. What are they going to be yelling? Well, that leads us into the next element, which is dialogue. This is what the character says. Anything that anyone says, it goes here in this format under the character's name who is saying it. With or without a parenthetical. So, what is Mama going to be saying? She's yelling. 2-for-1 deal No, two for deal, 2-for-1 deal on Mama's muffins. Don't miss out on this offer. Super simple. All right. Now we got the next element, which is a transition. So the transition marks something other than a simple cut. Think of a movie from one scene to another scene. Most of the times there's nothing fancy. It's just like a quick boop, and then you're on to the next scene. But if you want it to be something more specific than that, like a fade out or a crossfade, we're going to be using a crossfade, I think. Just to move on to the next scene, like really quick. Put it there in the transition, but you don't always have to use transitions, just like parentheticals or shots. But like shots, there are a ton of different transitions as well. So you could find a list online, see which ones sound interesting, look up what they are before you just like start typing in like random names for things. Make sure you understand what it is, what a crossfade is, what a fade out is, you know. And once you learn that, you know, you can get a little more comfortable using those different signifiers. So for now, we're going to use a crossfade, which means there's another scene coming right up. So we got an interior this time. It's going to be interior of Mama's Bakery. And it's going to be nighttime. I could say 12:30, I could say 1 a.m., 8 p.m., but I like to stay general, so just night. All right, which means we're into the action now. So we got our slug light down. Interior, Mama's Bakery, night. What happens next? Well, we see Mama. It's the second time we're seeing her, so I don't have to capitalize the whole thing, right? We see Mama slumped in a chair behind the counter. All right. John! Hey, we got another character now. All caps, because it's the first time we sing it, remember? So, John enters from a back door and approaches Mama. Sure. Let's put a space between John and enters. All right, we're going to have some dialogue now. John, now, it's John talking. No parentheticals, you don't always have to use them. I'm not going to use it this time. How you doing, Mama? If you did want to use a parenthetical, like he's not being casual. This is kind of like a consult. He's like, "How you doing, Mama?" Because she's distraught, right? Something's happened. So if I wanted to use a parenthetical, I could say like caringly or like softly or something like that. How you doing, Mama? But hopefully the context will kind of let the actors know how to like deliver these lines. We're going to go back to an action. And Mama's going to sniff to hold back some tears. So sad. Poor Mama. No one wanted my muffins. Man, no one wanted any of my muffins. Oh, Mama, no. Oh, so sad. And then another transition. This time it's going to be a fade out. You know? And this fade out is going to lead us to our next element, which is an act break. So this is like a play. You think of a play. You got your first act, your second act, your third act. And so this is where you let the people making the film go, this is the end of Act 1, Act 2. So I like to use capital Roman numerals, capital I, Roman numerals. Makes me feel fancy. So end Act 1. And pretty much that's pretty much it. There's one more element that Trelby has, which is a note. So the idea that the script you write is going to be the final script, that's just never ever going to happen. Even if you write a script that you're going to direct yourself, it's going to change and morph over time. The pages are going to be littered with notes. They're going to have highlighted lines. They're going to have post-it notes all throughout it. So Trelby does have this tool where you can put notes in your script. If there's anything that comes to mind while you're writing it, maybe a plot you don't want to forget or letting yourself know the story, where the story's headed before you stop a writing session, anything. really. So this is a tool for that. But also, don't be afraid to use a marker on your own scripts after you print one out. Because, like, it's all part of the learning process. It's all part of the creative process. So we're going to add a note. Don't forget to give Mama a happy ending. She gets a happy ending. Don't forget, she gets a happy ending, stupid. Me being the stupid person because I made her story so sad. So sad. But yeah, she's going to have a happy ending because I gave myself a note. So when I finish the script, it's going to have a happy ending. Maybe Act 2, she has her triumphant victory or something like that. But anyways, that's it. Those are the main elements of the script. I hope it was informative and that it helps you feel more comfortable writing your own screenplays in the future. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you learn. And you know what? I'm sure people that are like 20 years script writing experience, what the heck are you doing? That's not how you use that element. Oh my God. You know, anything like that. So don't be afraid to make mistakes on your own. And, you know, ask questions. Ask people who know what they're doing. They'll hopefully be happy to answer you, you know. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll answer them if I can. So, you know, go write your stories. Go write your movies. Go write your TV shows. Maybe you'll hear back from HBO, get a call back from Netflix or something. I don't know. However you feel about HBO or Netflix nowadays, but you know, don't be afraid to go out there and experiment. But that's going to do it for this episode. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.